kick it away to start us off. Ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So NC State's offense will get the first possession of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties because
he's loose. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of this.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Pulls it in. It's fired. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end goal for the offense. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They go 83 yards on the drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So North Carolina's offense will get the ball for the first time. And both of these teams have anchors in the middle that you build your defense around.
And everybody just seems to look to these two guys when there's a big play on the field that needs to happen, right?
They're making all the calls. They're making sure that they're in the right spots, run, pass, getting everybody organized, and they do it at a high level.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the gun, running back on the move. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The Tar Heels have enough for the first down.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short-yarded situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy.
Fires and picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. On the option. He'll toss it. At the 45, on his way. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He's going to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. This senior quarterback knows how to take a hit and still deliver a completion. Now on second down. They'll go with a direct snap. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Tar Heels are marching down the field. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll try to get it going in the right direction this time, second and long from the 19. Pass on the way, it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid...
Two interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
A first down run in the red zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jess.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Release to the back. Got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Off the play fake. Gonna take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First down here for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. It's Wells. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The RPO fired complete to the left. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Here on 2nd and short. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
He'll come out throwing on first down. It's complete to the right. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
They bring him down, and he's
inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TF.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback on the keeper. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Field goal is good. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Off play action on 1st down. Scrambling away. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Across the 25, he's got room. Oh, look out, there he goes. He's at the 20. Touchdown, NC State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3. But get a touchdown here and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, and it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light this scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself, do you, David, and know that the points are going to come.
Well, it's also frustrating when the defense is giving up points almost every single possession. So they need to score here and take this down.
He's going to throw deep right side. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Using the quick game. Makes a grab and he's dragged down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And they'll just down it right there.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
On the move to his left. He's got it. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
On the option. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on 2nd down. Here we go. Quarterback checking off. Running back goes in motion. He's going to pass on 2nd down. He makes a catch. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. To the air on 1st down. Heaves it on the run. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. NC State now operating from the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
He wants it all. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
North Carolina, 3.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
They'll run the screen. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw, it's Burns. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The completion short of the sticks is second down.
Brings up second down.
He's looking to throw. Caught close to the marker, it's Orji. Open space at the 25. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Quick completion on the out.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Got it in the middle, it's Barnes. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Just drives it between the uprights. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Fair catch, called for and made. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. Got room at the 35. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the...
Offense will take over.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to throw, it's Burns. Gets it out fast. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Tar Heels. With a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab. It's Fuller. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. He'll just keep slinging it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that pass intercepted. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They'll run it from the gun. Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Going for it all. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, North Carolina State. And the beatdown has ensued. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Here comes the offense on first down. The play action fake. He'll take a deep shot here. And the ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second.
Got it. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And the stomping has commenced. Ready to try the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
NC State 42.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get loaded out.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Caught over the middle. It's Orji. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. To the air. It's Burns. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, NC State. This defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Grabbed behind the line. It's Fuller. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll throw it on first down. Got a man. It's Montgomery. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. Now the toss. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Fast motion from the offense. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Makes the grab down the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. NC State going up tempo. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
1st and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And the route is on. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I want to change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. First down here for the offense. To throw, it's Burns. They're bringing heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Coming after him. Safe completion on the screen. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. A 3rd and long coming up here. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on. Gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Offense at an empty set. Back to throw, it's Burns. Dumps it off in the flats. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. Skips away from pressure. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hines. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
This offense has a 2nd down play.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good...
And he can find a receiver, and down he goes.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this dude.
Been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles, well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Quick pass on the jet motion. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Here we go. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off.
Back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but just live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
At the 20, he's got space. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Wants to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in second and manageable. Wants to throw. It's Burns. Quickly complete. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. That completion delivers a first down. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Elway. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can...
And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Taking it the other way. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolfpack. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
These guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on second down from the 13. Getting some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Going up top on first down. Feeling some heat. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. Offense gets set for second down. Looking for a man. It's Burns. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.